Hi, my name is Dottie.
Yeah.
Hi, John. So, just before we get started, I just wanted to let you know that anything that you say here in the office today stays in the office. I won't tell anybody anything that you say. However, if it does consist of harming you, yourself or others, I am mandated by law to report that. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what brings you in today?
I'm having family problems at home. It's making me very stressful.
So, you're feeling really overwhelmed because
Yeah.
of the things that are going on at home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when I'm trying to do my schoolwork at home and my parents argue and argue, it's kind of annoying because I have football and I'm trying to get my work done before I go to football practice. And it's like, can you be considerate for once in your life? There's more than just yourself here.
So you feel like your parents are not even paying attention to your needs and what you need.
Well, it depends. When they're fighting, they don't pay attention to nobody except for themselves. When they're fighting, they try to attack each other, not like physically, but meant like word form. But when they're not arguing, it's actually well, I wouldn't say peaceful sometimes, but they're actually more involved with me.
Okay. So you feel like excuse me. So you feel like your parents are so involved in each other when they're fighting that they don't even see that you're there.
Well, it depends. If I chime in, which I shouldn't chime in, I just get carried away because they say stuff to each other that I don't like, and then they'll say stuff to me.
So when you say you chime in. What causes you to chime in?
Like when they say like nasty words to each other.
Okay, nasty words to each other. Okay.
I don't like when they say that stuff to each other. I just don't. I want a peaceful family, but I know every family has problems.
Mm-hmm.
Some are bigger than others.
So how does that make you feel when your parents fight in front of
I
you?
mean, my mom, she tries to go in the other room, but sometimes she can't. So, I mean, it makes me feel uncomfortable in the situation there.
Describe uncomfortable. What is your definition of uncomfortable?
Like, I don't like to be around arguing and screaming and attacking each other verbally.
So it sounds like you're afraid when your mom and dad fight. You become
I'm
afraid.
not afraid. It's just I don't like it. I don't like arguing and stuff. I'm not so much afraid that they're gonna yell at me or anything. I just don't like that stuff when I'm around.
Okay. Maybe because it makes you feel powerless? Like you can't do anything to stop it or help it?
Yeah, I can't do anything to help them or anything.
Okay.
Because I know they won't listen to me.
Okay. So you say that you're trying to keep your grades up. You're trying to maintain your grades. You're trying to go to football and study. And so how consistently, or not how consistently? Let me think here so I can better. I want to make sure that I say the right thing. Okay. So just give me a moment here. How I'm going to think about it.
You're fine.
How often would you say that this happens? Once a week?
Well, it depends. Because my mom, when she gets really mad, when she checks her banking account, and when she's had been a hard week at work, because she works with cancer patients and all kinds of sick patients, and it's hard for her to look at the banking account and know she worked her butt off, and then there's not anything to pay the car rent or the house rent because my dad likes to take it out and spend it on beer and other stuff.
Okay. So you understand why your mom's upset.
Yeah, but there's always two sides of the story. My dad says she's cheating all the time, and my mom says that to him, and it's like, it's just ridiculous.
So how does that dynamic bother you? I mean, does it bother you?
Yeah, because
How does it affect you?
it affects me a lot in school, honestly. Because when I'm at football, I don't think about anything except for my football or that I'm trying to do and my plays and stuff. But when I'm like at school or something, it's hard to focus on my schoolwork because I know they're fighting and arguing.
So what things have you tried to avoid their arguing, fighting?
I sit on the couch and watch TV, or go in my room and close the door. Or because when they used to argue and we had a 2-story house, there was a lower section. Just went downstairs doing that, or I went outside and played with my friends.
Oh, okay. So it sounds like it's not gotten worse, because you said that they do not hit you.
No.
And that you've had to call the police a couple times, but it's not gotten any worse. It's actually kind of gotten better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since we've moved to Ohio, it has gotten better.
And in which ways has it gotten better?
Like I haven't seen a full out argument, like a full out in their face argument since we lived in Kentucky.
Okay.
I've seen them here and there say divorcing you and all that crap, but they're just saying it in the moment, and they don't have it. They say it all the time, but then the next day they're fine.
Wow, you're really a really strong boy. It sounds like you take, and you're still, all of this stuff that's going on, all these changes, and you seem to be able to maintain your grade point average, and be able to remain calm and not be really too poorly affected other than your schoolwork. I mean, that's a lot. That's something to say about you. That's strength.
Well, that's why I want to be successful in life like my sister, because she's in the Navy and she's in California, because that's what she wanted to do with her career. She didn't get into a college for soccer. She was going to go to the Navy, which she did. She went to Chicago because she had to go to the Navy base there for training. And then after she was done with that in February, she went to Monterey, California. That's where she's at now. And she's being an interpreter, which is, speaking languages for your home country, United States or whatever. And she's learning Russian. And I was thinking, she's very successful in life. She's making money. She's has a boyfriend. She's on her feet and everything.
So, would it be fair to say, okay, so it sounds like what you're telling me.
I try to follow in my sister's footsteps.
What it sounds like you're telling me is that your sister lived in the same kind of environment.
Oh, yeah, she lived in the same environment.
And because what she is, and she managed to become successful and become this great person, and and so she gives you hope that there is a way out of this.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, we are about a time, and I just want to let you know that I think that we have a lot to explore, and I would love to hear your story a little bit more. So, if you want to come back next time, thanks for coming in, John.
Come back.